The light shifts above you as it cascades through breaks in the canopies. Shadows dart and move between the trunks of ancient trees, and the sounds of babbling streams, splintering wood, and rumblings deep within the earth fills your ears. Orcs stand before you, and your friends beside. You cannot help but wonder, how did I get here? Hey everyone, JM here, Game Master of the Hidden Knife. In this series, the Book of Aves, I look at the Dark Eye from the GM's perspective, and discuss what I love about the world and the system. I hope to get you excited about both, and help you get ready to run your first game. The rest of the Hidden Knife group will join me when they can. If you have not checked out Tristan's helpful handbook on this channel, you really should. It's a taste of the in-character material that we want to bring to you. So, let's begin. In this video, I want to talk about how to start your own game of the Dark Eye. You may have heard me say in the last Book of Aves that the Dark Eye has a rich setting developed over the last 30 years. And after hearing me talk about it, you probably ran out to buy your own copy of the core rulebook. Now there's a lot of material in this book, and most of it is rules. In reading through it, you can get a tangential feel for the setting, but really that's covered here, in the Almanac. Now you may be thinking, come on JM, that's almost 700 pages of material. Do I really need to do that just before I run a game? Well, it is a little much. I mean, that's what I did, but I'm a crazy person. So where do you begin? Well, the easiest way to try out the system and the rules is to get the quick start. It's free and you can get the PDF from any of the links below. It covers the rules and gives you a brief adventure, the Slaves of the Reichsforce. You can glean a lot about the game from this little adventure. Another great way to try out the system is to buy The Vampire of Ravenna. It is a 64-page solo adventure. You can think of it as a choose-your-own-adventure with dice and a character sheet. You know you're intrigued by it. This adventure helps you get a good feel for Ravenna and the rules by playing through it. And if you're adventurous like my good friend Mark, you can easily adapt it for a group of player characters. It is a perfect starting point for an adventure, and you have a piece of the setting to call your own right off the bat. Ravenna is rife with intrigue and plots for a group to deal with. You could also start out as I did. I looked through the Heroic Works PDFs. They are cheap, short adventures that take place all over Aventuria. And with this handy chart at the back of their books, you can learn a lot about the adventures before you even crack them open. This chart breaks down the adventure, highlighting what you and your characters can expect from it in terms of the complexity, what skills are needed, what style of adventure it is, and it also tells you where the adventure is located in the world. When I was getting started, I reviewed the setting material at the start of the core rulebook, and I decided that out of all of the places, the Orklands sounded like the most exciting. After looking through the Heroic Works adventures, the Emperor of Thieves was right on the doorstep of the Orklands. So that's where I started. When I finished running the adventure, I had plenty of plot hooks to keep the game going, both from the adventure and what my characters did, and thus the Hidden Knife was born. If you're looking for a bit more robust adventure, check out Revelations from Heaven. It's designed with low complexity in mind, and introduces a lot of the themes of the Dark Eye to both the players and the GMs. You get a great introduction to the Midden Realm, you get to fight cultists of a dark and strange god, and finally it's just an old-fashioned detective story. A word of caution though, that bear at the start of the adventure is likely to maul an unprepared group. I hope this overview of how to get a game of the Dark Eye started was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. You can comment below, you can email me at aventuriaadventures@gmail.com, or you can find us at Google+ at Aventurian Adventures. Next time in the Book of Oz, we'll tackle character creation. If there's anything you would like to see me or the rest of the group talk about in our videos, please let us know. Until next time, good gaming.